Hello all, Jeff here with a new video back on Gran Turismo Sport to check out this week's daily race C, which is Mount Panorama, Bathurst, or for those in Britain, Bathurst. Anyway, today I'm going to try out one of the cars that has just been added to the game as part of the March update, which is the McLaren F1 GTR. This particular version won the 24 Hours of Le Mans in 1995 outright. Yep, this GT1 car defeated the prototypes that year. So, yeah, very interesting. But, yeah, we've had the F1 GTR in old Forza games, but never did we receive the car that actually won at Le Mans. So, it's a really big coup for polyphony if you think about it. Anyway, let's go to the first race I did with the car. So, with qualifying, I did a 2:07. I can definitely go faster than that, but since I'm racing against pretty much all B rating drivers, I'm starting on 4th on the grid. So here we go, and the first thing you'll notice is the straight line speed of this thing. In front, in 3rd place, is a Corvette. Straight away, I'm going to get by him just before we get to the hell corner. That is a nice start. Yeah, it gives me a bit of a tap, but mainly because the brakes aren't that great in this car, but the straight line speed is where it shines. So, you know, on speed tracks, in Grid 3, you normally pick the Mustang. Well, now you've got another option. You've got this thing with a V12 in the middle. It's definitely going to help. I get a bit slidey there, mainly because of the ABS kicking in. Now, for those who don't play GT Sport, ABS is a must in this game. And I get a bit wide in the cutting as well. However, the Beetle and the Jagger in front of me, they're having issues as well. But yeah, if you're really brave, you can take Reed and Salmon Park pretty much flat out, which is ridiculous. But yeah, a lot of grip in this thing, which is very, very handy. But you know, just going back in the 4th gear at McPhillamy there, if you're brave enough, you can just leave it in 5th and go flat. Now that curve at the S is just an absolute mongrel in this game. In Forza, you can just go straight over it. In real life, you can go straight over it, but in GT, you've got to be, you know, have that balance if you even want to touch the thing. Anyway, Conrod straight, and you're about to see the strength of this car. It's straight line speed. Yeah, we've got slipstream. Slipstream is very strong, but I'm going to get right behind the Jag. I decided to just back off a little because you don't want to go too wide into the kink down the chase. You'll see why later on. Anyway, the Jag's going to think about making the move on the Beetle, but the Beetle's got the grip. For those who don't know, the Beetle's actually a very, very good car in Group 3. I'll back off a little, just let the Jag and the Beetle sort themselves out. The Jagger is going to give the Beetle a punt and another punt. Well, there's the Beetle's momentum gone, and the Jag is going to take the lead. I'm right up behind him, and we'll take advantage of the straight line speed down Mountain Straight. So, hell corner could be taken a little better. You get a bit slidey there. That's another thing. The power is somewhat manageable. Yeah, you can still spin the thing, but compared to other cars, the grip out of the corners is amazing. And Mountain Straight, probably the only time you use 6th gears if you're in the slipstream. Get by the Jag. He's got slightly better brakes, but he knows I'm quicker. So that I've taken the lead, gained 3 spots within, 1.25 laps. Not too bad at all. And that is how you take the cutting. Nice work. So, yeah. I surprised myself that I got to the lead this early into the race, but yeah, I'll definitely keep the McLaren F1 in mind, especially if we get another Group 3 race at Interlagos, for example. Normally you would use the Mustang. I don't have the Group 3 Mustang. I might buy it if that pops up. But in the same sense, this McLaren F1 is amazing. As we go into lap 5, tyre life is actually pretty good. If you whacked a set of hard tyres on this thing, they could probably last the whole race, to be honest. But in the same sense, it does have a V12. You do need to fill up. So yeah, maybe if you map the settings to like ultra lean, maybe you could get to the end. But in the same sense, I got a fairly big lead. I pulled away from everyone very, very quickly once I got the lead. So yeah, with these daily race Cs, you need to do 1 or 2 stops regardless. So, I mean, it's not compulsory, but you need to make stops. Now, pit entry, don't do a Jamie Whincup, don't do a Super GT. Take it nice and easy as we go in. Now, to be honest, I could have put on a set of mediums, but for some reason I decided to stick with the hard tyres. Now, in regards to the pitting, those guys are lightning fast. I decided to put in just over 5 laps of fuel because I wasn't sure of how quickly it would guzzle with the fuel being a V12. To be honest, I could probably just put 4 laps worth of fuel and I would have been perfectly fine. Now, one good thing about Gran Turismo is back markers get ghosted. If this was Forza, you have all these guys that have probably never played the game before. They could probably cost you the race if there's collisions. Here, they're ghosted, so you don't have to worry about them. It can be slightly distracting, but in the same sense, if that was Forza, well, there were no collisions there regardless. So happy day. I just clipped the wall at Sulman Park, but I'll get away with it. Last lap, still in the lead. Yeah, surprised myself there, so I'm going to get a win in the McLaren F1 GTR first shot. I did not think I was going to do that because normally I'm the one getting lapped in Daily Race C Group 3 at Bathurst. And maybe that's because I'm getting used to the game a lot more. Yep, I've got the laurel around my neck. Happy days. The Le Mans winning McLaren F1 has got to win at Bathurst. But you know what? Let's have another go. So didn't have much time left to qualify. I was on for a 2:06 before matchmaking started. So unfortunately I'm going to start at P5 in this race. However, it seems like the field was a bit high quality in this race. Maybe a few more McLaren F1s up the front of the field, which may make things a bit harder, as that McLaren F1 has punted the Nissan GTR off the track, and that's gifted me 3rd place. So good start, very good start, gaining 2 positions at turn 1, not too bad. So we go down to Mountain Straight, braking hard for Griffin's Bend. You know, I was a little wide there, but again, the same tactic as for the first race. Let the first 2 battle it out, see if they smash into each other, and hopefully I can grab the lead. Anyway, the Mazda Atenza that was on pole position, he's gone wide, so he's lost the position there. But yeah, here we go. So Sulman Park, Reed Park. So the whole idea was just to try and keep up with these guys as much as I can, and yes, and see what happens. So the guy in the lead now is in a Mustang, which is, as I said before, very, very good in the straight run. Probably was the best car for speed tracks. But there is a new contender, as I said. This McLaren F1, it is brilliant. Anyway, we skipped to lap 2, and the Viper behind me has given me a tap, and he just shoved me wide, and he has taken 3rd place from me. He was always lurking behind me that whole first lap, but he's used the bumpers and he's taken advantage of it, and he hasn't copped the penalty, which I'm somewhat surprised about. But anyway, so we'll keep pushing on, see if he makes mistakes, as he's doing here. So he's just losing all of his momentum up the top of the mountain. But this is not a passing spot, I can tell you that right now. Go wide, McPhillamy, get a wheel on the grass, bang! I've done what Alan Moffat and Alan Grice did in the 80s, and I've lost the position to the Mercedes. So, down into 5th place, where I started. So, as you can see, I'm just sliding all over the joint here, just trying to hold on. So, the Mercedes actually, you know, scrapes the wall at Forest Elbow. That's going to give me the opportunity to just go straight by him. V12 power, no need for the slipstream. See you later, mate. That's going to give me 4th position. But the whole idea was just to try and keep it on the track but the Mercedes is still there, and he's got much better brakes than me, so he's going to go for the massive dive bomb, and he just punted me off the track. So yeah, and all of a sudden, bang! Someone else smashed it into me while I rejoin, and the game resets me. Great. Now I'm down to 8th position. I must have unghosted just at the wrong time, but then someone quit, so that was probably the guy that punted me, to be honest. So 7th place now. So yeah, we'll see what happens. It's is it lap 4? Yeah, lap 3 or lap 4. Anyway, I'm in 6th position. Anyway, Nissan GTR, he's at a moment 5.5 seconds worth of penalty. He may as well let me through. Yep, it is lap 5. So yeah, there we go. And again, the Nissan GTR is pretty quick in a straight line, but I mean, probably not as quick as this. However, he is in the slipstream, which is going to help him here. But he does know he's got a lot of penalty, so there isn't much point fighting for position. He was under brakes a lot better than me. You know, there was a bit of contact there, and that just lost all of his momentum there. Anyway, end of lap 5. May as well come into the pits. Get the one pit stop out of the way. Take it a bit more aggressively, because I know the pit lane a bit better. This time I'm taking the mediums. So we'll see how this goes. And the boys are ready to go. Nice quick stop. I put in 4 laps of fuel this time. And pit out. And in 6th position. And well, a couple of guys probably haven't pitted yet, but the Viper is, yeah, you know, he's still ahead of me. So we'll see what happens. It looks like I jumped the Mercedes in the pits, but we'll just take our time getting by the Viper here. So you know, as you can see, he's copped a bit of penalty somewhere. Don't know where, but he has. So that could, you know, just stay behind him. And the Mercedes, well, he actually spent less time in the pits, my bad, but he scraped the wall in the cutting, and I've gone by him just from a mistake. So now I'm in 5th place behind the Viper. Now I'm going to try and pass him at the kink on the chase, and he just doesn't see me coming. He just goes bang, just pushes me straight off, punts me again. I got nowhere else to go. Luckily I'm ghosted, or else I would have smashed him off as well. And again, the game has reset me down into 7th place. This hasn't gone well, this race. It could have been an absolute rip snorter, but yeah, now I'm in 6th position thanks to someone quitting. The Viper here, he's lost all sorts of control. I think about making the move. He's copped more of a penalty. Well, he copped like over 3 seconds worth of penalty for taking me out on the chase. But anyway, well, there goes someone else. Well, that was a back marker actually. And the Viper has gone wide, perhaps distracted by the back marker. And now I'm in 5th place in the last lap. However, the Mercedes, he's got 1.3 seconds worth of penalty. And guess what? He's going to cross the line, and he doesn't serve any of the penalty. That's gifted me 4th position. So I've gained 1 position in that race. Yeah, it was an ugly race for me, but you know what? That could have been a lot worse. Anyway, I had a little conversation with the marshal. He's like, "Hey, brats, what happened there?" Well, mate, just a bunch of flogs in this race. Yeah, that's how the conversation ended. Anyway, I received an A rating after that race, well, the sportsmanship ranking. As a result, better competitors who know what they're doing, as many of them are using the Porsche RSR, which is probably the best overall car in Group 3. But yeah, starting in 10th position, because I tried to qualify, like I had 5 minutes to qualify before the start of this race. I was on for a 2:05 until the game started matchmaking, and I was on Murray's corner when the matchmaking started. So disappointing. Anyway, I'm in McLaren F1 going wide at Hell corner. Then we've got a couple of Porsches in a Z4 battling it out. They're smashing into each other, and look at that. Both of the Porsches well, I've grabbed both of those positions, and now I'm right up behind the BMW Z4. Like real life, not that great in a straight line. It's a handling car, so it's interesting that he's using the Z4 here. Obviously, it'd be very good on the top of the mountain, but Conrod Straight, V12, well, the Z4 is just no match for it. So I'm up to 6th position now. So I've gained 4 positions on the 1 lap. Not bad at all. So we're going to the chase. I get a bit slow, probably because of the ABS kicking in. The Z4 has gone slidey, and the Mustang just punted him off the track thanks to the Z4's mistake. Not that much the Mustang could do, but I just know he copped a penalty for that. But anyway, that's just bad luck. And I just scraped the wall in the cutting, and I've received 8/10 worth of penalty. Yeah, that's fair. This isn't Horizon 4. You shouldn't wall ride in this game. I didn't think it was that much of a wall ride to gain an advantage, but you know what? A penalty's a penalty. I received it. I deserved it. But anyway, now we go down to the S's and into the dipper. I'm going to pause it here because this bit of grass on the left, that's not there in real life. In qualifying, I went over that bit of grass and received a penalty. This tells me this Bathurst circuit is basically a slightly remastered version of what you get in Gran Turismo 6 on PS3. That's my opinion. I could be wrong. I don't have GT6. I don't have a PS3. But that's just my opinion. Anyway, Lexus had a bit of a moment at Griffin's Bend, and I'm into 4th position, which is not too bad considering what happened before. But anyway, into the dipper, taking that nicely. Now, I'm just going to lose all sorts of control here. Yep. It was almost like the ABS didn't work. Like the rear's locked up, or the ABS just kicked in too hard. But it was kind of a blessing in disguise because I served my penalty with that mistake. Thanks, Polyphony. Anyway, I'm going to get by the Lexus RCF, relatively easy, so that's not bad. So back in the 4th position. So yeah, we'll just see what happens. As we go to the top of the mountain, we've got this Mustang in front of me. So yeah, we've had a bit of a battle here. And the Mustang's going to clip the wall at the dipper, and he's just going to back off. I was quite surprised he backed off, but whether perhaps he didn't want a Chaz Mostert incident, or maybe something even worse like the mini challenge back in the day. But anyway, lap 5, like I've done in the previous 2 races, I'm going to pit and see how I go with this. Again, I'm going to put the mediums on. May as well. Less laps to do. And again, yep, here come the Newton Motorsports guys. Doing a really good job there. Putting in about 4 laps worth of fuel. That's plenty. And this Porsche, he's jumped me in the pits. He's obviously put in a lot less fuel. So he's done really well for himself. But I'm just going to get straight by him. V12 versus flat 6. No contest. So I gained that position back, very easily. So we go into Griffin's Bend. I go a bit wide there. The Porsche's gone really wide, just trying to avoid me. So, that's a bit of bad luck for him. Anyway, we go into the cutting. And from this, I just scraped the wall and I have spun. Yeah, I may have said that this is hard to lose control, but doesn't mean you can't lose control of this thing. And I lost 2 positions as a result. The Porsche's gone back ahead. The Mustang has gone back ahead as well. So that was very disappointing doing that mistake. But I'm still, I just hit the wall, McPhillamy. But I've gotten away with it somehow. No penalty, which is a blessing. I just smacked the wall at the S's as well. That would have been a lot worse at Project Cars 2 because that tie wall back there sticks out ridiculously. It's almost like they're trying to over-dramatically do things. Anyway, Conrod Straight. I'm going to try and get in the slipstream of the Mustang and get by him. look, the Mustang is a good speed car in Group 3, but for some reason I think this is an even better speed car. Yep, get by him before the kink at the chase, so no carnage is going to happen here. Back up to 5th position. The Mustang, oh, he must have got a wheel on the grass, he's off. Obviously his brakes are probably better than mine, and the Porsche has a bit of a moment here, so I'm going to get by him and grab 4th position as well. So it's all been happening in this race. So yeah, we skipped to lap 7, and I'm right up behind the guy in 3rd position who is also in a McLaren F1, and he seems to be having a bad time at the top of the mountain. So, and not only that, he's got a second worth of penalty to deal with, which could play into things at the end of the race. Well, sorry, 2.4 seconds worth of penalty now that he just smacked into the wall at Forest Elbow. But I'm going to get straight by him. So yeah, the thing is, just try and keep the momentum, try not to make any mistakes, or else the other McLaren might get up ahead of me. But yeah, here we go into the chase. That's very nice. The braking, the entry, nice work. But the other McLaren in 4th position, he's still right up behind me. So I've still got to keep it on the aisle. But I just get a wheel or two on the grass on the curve at Murray's Corner. I just lost my momentum. The other McLaren, he could still be on for 3rd place if I make a mistake and spin out. But it wasn't to be. I would end up grabbing 3rd position. Not bad at all. I gained 7 positions in that race. It could have been 2nd. The Mustang winning. However, we do know that the McLaren F1 GTR is an absolute beast in Group 3. And there you have it. So if you like the video, smash the thumbs up button, leave a comment, let me know what you think, and if you want to see more, subscribe and tap the notification icon. Anyway, this is Jeff here, and happy racing. Cheers.